Gordon Banks was more than just a goalkeeper. He was a symbol of English football, a World Cup winner, and the man responsible for one of the most iconic saves in football history. But how did this football legend meet his tragic end? What happened to him in his last days that made the football world so sad? Let's find out in this due tribute to our star. Gordon Banks, born on December 30th, 1937 in Abbeydale, Sheffield, grew up to become a top footballer unknowingly. Imagine a sunny day in Sheffield with the streets full of energy and excitement. Here, young Gordon Banks, with a cheeky grin, would dart through the alleyways, his bare feet hitting the pavement and sometimes playing football occasionally. Little did he know this dream would come true and he would become a legend in football history. Gordon came from a decent family, but they had their own struggles. Once the family's needs started growing, they moved to Catcliffe when his dad set up a betting shop, which wasn't exactly legal back then but brought in more money. Sadly, it wasn't all good times. Gordon's disabled brother was once mugged for the shop's daily earnings and tragically died from his injuries a few weeks later. This made Gordon depressed. He could not process what was going on, but little Gordon kept going. At 15, Gordon left school in December 1952 and started working as a coal bagger, which helped him build up his upper body strength. This unknowingly made him the star on the field whenever he played football. One day, while watching a match, the trainer from the amateur team, Millspore, spotted him. Their regular goalkeeper was a no-show, and since the trainer knew Gordon had some goalkeeping experience from playing with Sheffield schoolboys, he asked Gordon to fill in. Gordon did such a good job that he got a chance to play in the Yorkshire League for Rawmarsh Welfare, but things didn't go smoothly at first. In his debut game with Rawmarsh, they lost 12-2 to Stocksbridge Works, and the next game was a 3-1 loss at home. After these tough defeats, Rawmarsh dropped him, and Gordon found himself back with Millspore. These early experiences, full of challenges and hard work, helped shape Gordon Banks into the resilient, determined athlete who would later become one of the greatest goalkeepers in football history. From here, he had a remarkable career journey that began when Chesterfield scouted him while he was playing for Millspore. They offered him a trial in March 1953, which turned into a part-time contract at $3 a week by July. Despite Chesterfield's reserve team struggling, Banks showed great promise. And then, the world was amazed. After overcoming a fractured elbow, Banks helped Chesterfield's youth team reach the FA Youth Cup final in 1956, though they lost to Manchester United's Busby Babes. He made his first team debut in November 1958 and quickly became the first-choice goalkeeper. Not long after, in 1959, Leicester City's manager, Matt Gillies, bought Banks for $7,000, giving him a nice raise. At first, Banks had to compete for the goalkeeper spot, but he quickly proved he was the best. There were some tough losses at the beginning, but he got much better and helped Leicester finish 12th in his first season. Over the next few years, Banks became a key player, leading the team to the FA Cup final in 1961, even though they lost. The next season wasn't great, but they did well in some European games. Banks was getting noticed for his hard work and new training methods. They reached the FA Cup final again in 1963, but injuries caused them to lose. However, the next season, they won the League Cup. He was then sold again, and at Stoke, Banks quickly became a fan favourite. He helped them stay in the top league and get to the FA Cup semi-finals in 1971, just barely losing to Arsenal. The best part was in the 1971-72 season, when they won the League Cup. Banks was even named Footballer of the Year for his amazing playing. Not only this, Gordon Banks started his England career in 1963, becoming the main goalkeeper under coach Alf Ramsey. He was a big part of England's 1966 World Cup win, not letting in any goals until the semi-final against Portugal. He was also a key player in the final against West Germany, which England won 4-2. In the 1970 World Cup, he made a super-famous save against Pelé, considered one of the best saves ever. Even though England lost later on, Banks's save became legendary. Overall, Banks was an amazing player, known for his skill, hard work and good sportsmanship. He's remembered for his World Cup win and that famous save. He started as a part-time player and became one of the best goalkeepers ever, showing how talented and determined he was. but no one had expected what was yet to come. Now, before I tell you the details of his upcoming tragedy, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more football updates. Sadly, a car accident in 1972 made him lose sight in one eye, so he had to retire. It robbed him of his career. But he came back for a short time in 1977, playing in the US and winning an award for Best Goalkeeper. After playing in December 1977, he started coaching at Port Vale, but by October 1978, the new manager changed his role to reserve coach. Banks loved coaching, but he felt some players, like Bernie Wright, didn't listen to his advice, so he quit. He applied for manager positions at other clubs but wasn't hired. Instead, he took a manager job at Telford United, a part-time team. In November 1980, he had to have surgery, so someone else temporarily took over. During that time, the team lost a big game. When Banks returned, he was fired. They even offered him a job selling raffle tickets, which he took, hoping to get the money he was owed. Sadly, he only got half of it. This experience made him so upset that he didn't want to be involved in the game anymore. As a goalkeeper, Banks was amazing. He was strong, athletic, and great at stopping shots. Many people consider him one of the best goalkeepers ever. He had a knack for being in the right place at the right time and was known for his calmness and quick thinking. He was a legend, but his time had come. His golden days were over, and very soon he would meet his tragic end. In December 2015, the football world received some tough news about Gordon Banks, the legendary goalkeeper famous for his amazing saves. He had been diagnosed with kidney cancer and had started treatment. Even though he was sick, Banks remained a beloved figure in the sport, admired for his skills and how he always played fair. Sadly, on February 12, 2019, Gordon Banks passed away peacefully in his sleep. He was 81 years old. Football fans everywhere were heartbroken to hear about his death. A funeral was held for him on March 4, 2019, at Stoke Minster. As a special tribute to his incredible career as a goalkeeper, other goalkeepers who had played for the same teams as him carried his coffin. Joe Anion from Chesterfield, Jack Butland from Stoke City, Joe Hart, who played for England's national team, and Kasper Schmeichel from Leicester City all served as pallbearers. It was a touching way to honour Banks's legacy and the huge impact he had on football. To say the least, Gordon Banks left an incredible legacy as one of the greatest goalkeepers of all time. He was a symbol of determination, perseverance, and talent. His remarkable career spanned decades, from his humble beginnings playing on Sheffield streets to his iconic status as a World Cup champion. Beyond his athletic abilities, Banks was known for his sportsmanship and humility. He was a true gentleman of the game, always putting the team first. His dedication to coaching and mentoring younger players after his retirement further solidified his commitment to the sport he loved. Though his later years were marked by health challenges, Gordon Banks's spirit and legacy remain as vibrant as ever. His story is a testament to the power of hard work, resilience, and the pursuit of dreams. He will forever be remembered as a football hero, an inspiration to aspiring athletes, and a shining example of the beautiful game's enduring spirit.